Hey all, welcome back to the channel. Flying Ross here, and this game is called Naval Action. Now, quite some months ago, I did a couple of videos on Naval Action when it was in beta, and my computer couldn't handle it at all, but I have a new computer, and then guess what? Naval Action is going into full release. Effective January 21st of 2016, Naval Action is a full release game on Steam. Now, what is this game? As you can see right there, there's a quick little map glimpse, but this is a full-on Caribbean Sea open map where you play as a specific nation, either the pirates, the British, the French, the Dutch. There's many different factions that you can play as, and well, you sail ships and either capture ships or kill other ships, and you can trade. There's a full trading system. There's a full economy where you can actually go from one port to another trading goods. You can build ships, so there's a crafting system where you can build different cannons and put them onto the market. And this game is just absolutely gorgeous. As you can see here, the graphics are absolutely amazing when you're actually on the high seas, as they would say. And I really do not know anything about naval terminology, so I don't want to offend the people out there that are really dedicated to this game, and as well as like naval history and naval combat. So I full on apologize way ahead of time if I get anything wrong with terminology. But I'm very excited about this game. It reminds me of a game that I used to play way back in the day, like 2010, 2011. I used to play a game called Pirates of the Caribbean Online. I know, don't make fun of me, but it reminds me of that game. But to say that this game is in any way comparable to that game is a huge discredit to what Naval Action is. Naval Action is not for the faint of heart. This is not a game for a 12-year-old that, you know, just wants to sit around and, you know, fire guns and, yeah, kill things. This is intense gameplay. As you can see, this is my first battle right here, my first solo battle. Now, this is an NPC, so this is a PvE content, and I can lose my ship right here. Now, when you first start out, you can lose your ship as many times as you want. It's free right now. So, yeah, it doesn't punish you too greatly. But for later on, like if you're, sailing a third rate and you lose it, it's quite literally be sunk or stolen because someone boarded you and just took it from you. But reading straight from the Steam webpage to describe this game, because they do it better than I could, it says, Naval Action is an exciting, realistic, and beautiful detailed naval combat game immersing players into the experience of the most beautiful period of naval history, when sailing ships ruled the seas. And that quite literally is what it is. This is a very intense game, and you can see right here, these battles can actually last quite some time. This one here is roughly about 10 minutes long. I'm not going to bore you with, me sailing back and forth firing at this ship because I'm, one, not good at tactics in this game yet. Hopefully I will be. But this just shows you kind of what the game is. You can see right there, planks are, flying out. You can see that, I'm trying to position myself, behind the ship so I can alternate broadside to broadside. It's just, for me, this is absolutely exciting, and I think I'm going to be spending a lot of hours on this game. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to dedicate my entire gaming time to this, but it is something I am very excited for. Now, this game is not just about, numbers and, doing a certain percentage of damage. As you can see right there, that broadside actually lit him on fire. You can see the smoke, you can see the flames right now starting. This is very much about positioning, about choosing the certain ammo type. You can see on the upper right-hand corner, it says sails is at 99%. You can take someone's sails out. You can take people's crew out. You can board them. You can quite literally do pretty much anything in real life in this game. Now, this game, once it gets into the PvP content, is an entirely different kind of game. This is not just you and a single NPC, fighting against each other and you winning and just going to turn in a mission. You're going to lose ships or you're going to win ships. It could be, fair where it's 20 versus 20. It could be unfair where it's 20 versus 10 or 20 versus 5. Different things are going to present themselves in different kind of situations because this is like an MMO. It's the entire Caribbean Sea, and you are fighting for one nation, and you are fighting for control of not only ports, territory, supplies, but also you're going to be fighting on the high seas. And so there's a lot of cooperation between the nations, and one nation, it might actually end up being more powerful than the other. It could be the pirates, it could be the Americans, the British, the French, the Dutch, who knows? But it's going to be very interesting. Now, this is right here not even a friend, a guy I ran across on the high seas where himself and his buddy are trying to capture this ship, which is called a Snow, which is just a better ship than I have and better ship than they have, and they want to capture it. But why I'm showing this is, one, it's actually really awesome to me that you can capture a ship and actually take it for yourself. But also, you can do this not only against NPCs, but you can do this against other players. So it just adds an element, I guess you would say, that, you know, it's not really found in games that much nowadays, that you can actually lose your possessions. You know, you can talk about DayZ and everything, survival, like, oh, let me go run around, and I might go run across the guy, and then I die, and then I respawn. But man, oh man, you talk about if you can get, like, one of the top ships, like a third rate, or, like, something that is massive, and then you lose it, I mean, you know, that might be a really sad day for you. But I love this. Like, you know, you don't have to go earn money to go get your new ship. I mean, you can just go sail it with a couple friends, run across the ship, and be like, hey, I want to capture this, guys, and, you know, you get some help to capture it. And then you get to sail it home support. That's awesome. Now, amidst my excitement for this game, I'm sure that I'm missing a lot of content that this has. It has crafting, it has multiple nations, it has big ships, it has really intense strategic and tactical gameplay, and I'm positive that there's other aspects of the game that I'm missing out on, and I'm not going to be able to tell you guys about it because I just don't know about it. But I really think that, you know, everyone should try this if you like the strategy games and tactic games that I actually put on this channel. If you liked War Thunder, if you like World of Warships, if you like these games, it might be a little bit tough to migrate into this idea of losing everything. But if you like these kind of tactical games, there's not going to be that much more that's tactical on like this kind of scale, you know, nations fighting nations strategy, which is just absolutely exciting to me. Now, here is one of the ports that you can go into. It says it's owned by Great Britain. It says it's a deep water port, so I'm sure that has to deal with what kind of ships can go dock at that. You can see I can select a ship out there. I can tell what nation it is, what kind of ship he has. I can decide to attack him, but that would be attacking my own nation, my own countrymen. But nonetheless, you can see right here, shallows. It tells you a lot of information, and you know, we're going to enter port here, and the reason I'm going to do at the end of it is that, yeah, the port is very basic. There's no really graphical information that's being presented. It's numbers. It's showing you, you know, right there, I need to repair my ship. I can buy, you know, repair kits. I can switch my ships. I can switch different upgrades, officers, permanent upgrades. I mean, these are all different things that you can do. But yeah, I mean, very kind of basic right now for the, you know, what the port is, but it's still a good game. So don't, you know, run away because of that aspect. Now, there's a lot of things here. You can see there's missions. I'm going to accept some missions, and I can only accept 2 right here, and you can hold, I think, 3, or yeah, because I already have 1 right now. You can see on the top right hand corner it says XP to the next rank. There's different ranks. There's gold. You pretty much earn gold for anything that you do, even in other people's battles that you enter. You can see right here, you can, you know, select different ships. You can buy them and everything, but this is also a market, so you can also build ships and sell them to other people, which is an awesome idea to me. And I might become a trader instead of like in pirates, but nonetheless, very basic, but still an awesome part of the game. So I'm going to end this video with a couple ending remarks. Is one, I might be a little bit biased about this game because to me this is amazing what they have done. You know, you're talking about an entire, you know, Caribbean Sea. You're talking about all these different kinds of classes of ships. The battle is not just about numbers just sparking up saying you did 300 damage or this or that. That, you know, you did, you know, 2% of damage. The size of cannons matter. Like, you know, if you have 4-pounders or if you have 12-pounders, you can explode ships. The magazine could get hit and just explode. So there's a lot of, how do you say, variables that go to this. So to me, this is an awesome kind of game, and kind of why I liked games even like Squad, where you're talking about that it's pure tactics and like one bullet kills you and you have to use strategy and tactics to win the game. Now, there might not be any winning to this game per se, but you know, it's an amazing game. So go check it out. And if you liked the video, hit a thumbs up. As always, I'm the Flying Ross, and I'll check you guys next time.